Hey everyone, Gurky here with Exodus, bringing you another Omniheroes video. Today we're going to be bringing you a beginner's guide. This is going to focus on the starting events and some of the beginning tips and tricks to make sure you don't make any mistakes and harm your account. So first and foremost, we're going to go up here and we're going to check out the events. First, you have the 7-day login. As you can see here, as you log in, you get new rewards every day. On day 2, you're going to get Clotho. And on day 6 is a 10 pole. This is a healing relic. Some gems. And these right here are the Terra Crystals that raise the level of your talents. And then on day 7, you're going to get to choose between one of these legendaries. Now, you can choose whatever legendary you want, whatever fits your team, or whatever you think looks the best. But if you're going to go for efficiency, there's 2 in particular on here that you want to look at. The first one is Themis. Themis is part of one of the reroll targets, the teams. It's Themis, Atropos, and Elune. You also get to buy a copy of Themis for $1. So if you're going to spend that $1, you're going to have, if you re-roll and spend that $1, whatever, you'll have a couple dupes of her, which is going to be very integral to ascending her up, getting her star level up. And then the second, and she's a very, very, very high DPS. She has an ability that allows her to attack again after she kills a unit. And then the second one would be the twins, Lily and Leah. One of the reasons why they're so good is I haven't actually made it to endgame yet, but the research I've done, it's going to be about healing, shields, mitigation, and things like that. Not sure if this team is on there or not, but if you look through here, they give a shield, purifies 2 debuffs, heal. Overall, this is going to be a good mitigating damage mitigation unit. So if I had to recommend it, be one of those 2. So moving on, we have the newcomer trial. This is something that you should be paying attention to. There's a lot of gems and a lot of summons in here. Every day you get a new set of trials, missions, or whatever you want to call it, to open up. Don't neglect these. Go through, do them. If you miss something, get it done. Day 3, I have to touch 2 Valkyries. I don't know if that's legal or not. I don't even know how to touch them. There we go. So you go to interact and touch them. There you go. Also, in the supply shop, these are very, very, very good deals. This is going to be one of the few times I'm going to recommend that you spend your gems on summons. I'm only on day 3. Can't see what the rest of these are. Day 1, I buy everything. Day 2, I buy everything. Day 3, I buy everything. They're discounted summons. But you're going to want to make sure that you take care of this. Again, there's a lot of gems, a lot of summons on here. Don't neglect it. And then the third one, this is a touchy one. Obviously, you're gonna this is going to progress as you progress. The more summons you do, the higher and better gear, relics, talents, and then runes, which I haven't unlocked yet. Now, what happens is when you get down here to the end, you get to pick one of these legendaries, and these are some of the best units in the game. If you are unable to make it to 1800 by the time it expires, you will get a 6,000 gem consolation prize. This is after the server's been open for 30 days. So if you get in there and you start on a server that's 5 days old, you are going to be restricted to the 25 days to get this done. But there is a consolation prize. Don't neglect these. This one is pretty much self-explanatory, and you're going to progress it anyway. It all depends on how fast you progress your account. Which we'll be putting out a video for that shortly. And I want to touch on a few other things that I think are important to help you progress your account properly. Um, this is going to be a little bit more in depth on the next video. But if you go over here to Heroes and Quick Advance is going to take all your lower star units, advance them up, and get them a higher star. But I cannot stress this enough. You know, you're going to be focusing on your legendary units, the ones with the red outline. It's going to be your main focus. You know, for the first day or two, you might, you know, end up using one of the yellow 5-star units. But you're going to be progressing the red legendary units. Do not, at least for the time being, spend the yellow 5-star units to advance your red legendaries, because you're going to miss out on a lot of bonus stats. So if you go down here to the Synergy Archive and you click on here, you'll have, you know, a total collection power. And when you originally gain a unit, you'll go in there and you'll get the bonus. It's, you know, they look like they're small, but, you know, total HP is 135, but it's account wide for all of your units. And then when you ascend them to like 1 red star, you see, you'll get bonuses. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this 4-star, the 5-star yellow units, and you're going to want to ascend them as high as they can go before you start using them as food, or you're going to end up with a lower battle power, combat power, whatever it's called, than you're supposed to, and it's going to hinder your progression. Can't stress that enough. You might be in there. Oh, hey, listen, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to ascend. I got 2 dupes of Themis, so I'm going to just keep ascending Themis. Want to do that, but you want to make sure that those 5-star yellow units are in your archive and already activated. So you are going, like I said before, you're going to focus on your 5-star, your red legendaries, and don't be afraid to refine your equipment or whatever. Just make sure that you stick to 5 main units, because you're going to open up the Sanctuary of Eve. And what the Sanctuary of Eve does, read it. You have your main five units, and when benedicted, as you can see right here, the benediction here level, every unit you have in here is going to be level 36, and they're going to be ascension level 6. But this also includes gear level and things of that nature. If you level units outside of your core 5, you're going to have to go in here and you're going to have to spend resources. For instance, this guy. All right, you're going to have to go in here and you're going to have to rebirth, and it costs resources, and you don't want to waste unnecessary resources. I don't have him in there. I got to fix him. Don't worry about him. That was a mistake I made. But go through there, level up your 5-star legendary units, and use the Sanctuary to fill in your team for the content you need. Right here, like I have a mix. The only unit I really need to get rid of is Athena. But she's, you know, helping, you know, progress my account fairly decent right now. So this is just general, you know, beginner's tips, beginner guide, or whatever. We'll make a more advanced guide here at some point. I'm going to start working on a progression guide that explains the different types of progression for your units and your account, and how to hopefully efficiently do that. So we'd like you to like, comment, and subscribe. And if this is content that you like, feel free to, you know, come and join the Discord and engage in open discourse with us. You know, you want to argue, debate, talk, theory craft, whatever. You know, we're going to be there. There's a couple of us that are playing this game. I plan on playing this game long term. It is absolutely a side game. Unfortunately, every idle game I've ever played is a side game. There's a honeymoon phase where you get to play, you know, maybe a day, 2 or 3, get a couple hours in and progress. But at some point, unless you're spending heavily, I mean, even when you're spending heavily, there's still going to be daily progression walls, because you know the content ultimately is gated by your account level. You know, your units can only go as high as your account level, and these are typical things for idle games. They're definitely side games. When new content comes out, you might get a good day of playing, or 3 or 4 hours or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna cover this. It's doing pretty well. If ever there's any information I put on here that is incorrect, please comment on the video and let me know so I can attempt to fix it. I'm brand new to this game. I've talked to a lot of people on Discord. I'm doing my research, and because everybody has different opinions, some of that research might not be the correct research. Anyway, again, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.